This video is going to be a fraction test 1 review. This is going to be numbers 2, 4, 5, 12, and 14. And this is primarily going to be on adding and subtracting fractions and mixed numbers. So let's begin with number 2 and number 4. We're going to actually start with number 4, and then we're going to move up to number 2. So everybody make sure that you have number 4. If you missed number 4 on the test, turn to number 4. It's on page 1 at the top. And let's look at number 4 right now. Number 4 says, George ate 3/10 of a pizza and his sister ate 2/10 of a pizza. How much pizza did they eat all together? Well, we know that we have some very important numbers, 3/10 and 2/10. Remember, the numerator tells us how many, the denominator tells us the total parts, the size of each slice. Now, the next important words are all together. We want to know how much pizza they ate all together, which is an addition problem. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to highlight how much George ate. George ate 3/10. So George ate 1, 2, 3 pieces, correct? I'm going to get another color here. All right. His sister ate 2/10. So she ate 1, 2. She ate 2/10 of the pizza. Altogether, how much pizza is that? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So altogether, that's 5 out of 10 equal pieces. Now, here's the problem that we have. None of our answer choices says 5 out of 10. So let's look. Did they eat 25? Did they eat 25 pieces? No, they only ate 5 pieces. Did they eat 25 pizzas? No, that doesn't work. 5/20ths, well, there's the 5 there. The numerator's right. The denominator's kind of concerning me a little bit. Half. Not sure about half yet. And let's look at the whole pizza. Well, we know they didn't eat the whole pizza. So we're going to take out C and D because those two totally did not make sense. Now, we're going to look at 5/20ths and a half. Well, what does 20 stand for? That means there's 20 equal pieces, which means I would have to go and take each slice and cut it in half to make 20 equal pieces. Well, if they only ate 5 of those 20 equal pieces, they ate 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how much they would have eaten if there was 20 equal pieces, they would have only eaten this much right here. They clearly ate more than that. So 5/20ths doesn't work. Now, why does a half work? Well, if you look at this side of the pizza right here, this line right here would divide the pizza into 2 equal pieces. This part right here and this part right here is equal. So 5 out of 10 is the same as 1 out of 2. If we make all this look like it's one whole piece, and this looks like it's one whole piece, they ate one of those 2 equal pieces. So the number half is the correct answer. Another way you can look at this is that you know 5 is half of 10, or you would need 2 5s to equal 1 10. And you would want one of those 2 5s. So 5 is half of 10. It's 1 out of 2 5s. That makes 10. All right, let's move on to number 2 at the top. Number 2 at the top of your page, of this screen, and it's going to be on page 1 of your test, says, Trevor has 4 1/8 pizzas left over from his soccer party. Connor has 2 4/8 of a pizza left from another party. How much pizza do they have left over together? Okay, so now let's go back and look at what the actual words say. We know we have Trevor, and Trevor has 4 1/8. So if we were to do Trevor, he has 1, 2, 3, 4 whole pizzas. This is what Trevor has. And then he has 1 out of 8 pieces left over. Right there. He has that whole piece left over. Connor, he has 2 4/8. So he has 2 whole pizzas. And then he has 4 out of 8 of another. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has all that left over. How much pizza do they have left over all together? Now, left over makes me think I'm going to subtract. But they have pizza left over. In other words, all the other pizza's gone. So what's not highlighted here at the top is not there, and what's not highlighted here at the top is not there. So all of these pieces right here were eaten, correct? And then all of these pizzas right here were eaten. All right, we have these left at the top 4, and then these 2 whole pizzas left, and then we have these 2 combined. We want to find out how much altogether these were. So if we were going to combine these together, Trevor and Connor are going to put these pizzas in the same refrigerator. How many pizzas would go in this refrigerator? Well, they would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whole boxes of pizza. Okay, so there's no holes here. This is 6 holes, this is 6 holes, and this is 6 holes. Okay, so we got that much. We know that we can take out that right there because there's no 6 holes. Now, if we look at these 2 over here on the side, the ones that have parts, right? And let's say we take this slice right here and let's move it over here. So if we move that slice over here, we're going to put that right here, right? Put this all in one box. And then this is gone. This is gone. We're going to totally get rid of this pizza. It's no longer there because we're going to throw that box away. So now of this pizza, what's left? Well, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 6 and 5 out of the total of 8 per pizza. There's 8 pieces in each pizza, and we have 5 out of 8 in this box. So the answer is not just 6. We never cut it into 16 equal pieces. We only have pieces that are 8, so that's wrong. So the correct answer is C, 6 and 5/8. Now, if you're going to do this without a picture, I'm going to do this in red in between. How would that look? You would do 4 and 1/8 plus 2 and 4/8 would be down here, and that would equal what? 4 plus 2 is 6. And you're going to add your fractions. 1 plus 4 is 5, and your denominator stays the same. That's 6 and 5/8. So you understand what it looks like visually, and now you know how to do it without the picture. It's the same thing. We took 4 holes and 2 holes and add them together. We took the 1 piece out of that box and put it with this 4 pieces in that box, which gave us 5 pieces. How many make a whole pizza? 8. All right, we're going to numbers 5 and 12. Okay, let's start with number 5. Molly has 26/8 cakes left over for her birthday party. That means she has 26 out of 8 equal pieces. So if her cake was broken up, it would have been broken up into 8 equal pieces. And she has 26 of those slices. So it's like she took a piece of cake, cut it into pieces of 8, and she did that as many times until she got 26 pieces. That's a lot of cakes. It's more than 1 because 1 would be 8 out of 8. Okay, let's go back to reading. After giving some cake to her friend to take home, she has 14/8 left. So what just happened to her cake? If she has 14/8 left, what happened? How much cake did Molly give her friend? Well, if she has 26 pieces, and you're going to take away 14 of those pieces, what do you have left? Well, 26 minus 14, 6 minus 4 is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. You'd have 12 pieces, right? So the number is 12. But 12 out of what? How big are the pieces? That's what your denominator tells you, and that's what you need to know. It's 12 out of 8 equal pieces. So your answer here is 12/8. We got that from subtraction. Now, 12/8 is an improper fraction. There's nothing wrong with that. We could change that into a mixed number, but we don't need to because the question is not making us do that here. The answer 12/8 is there. None of these others are 12 out of 8. So that is the best answer right there, 12/8. Let's move on to number 12. Number 12 says, Kristen uses 4 12 pounds of strawberries and 6 12 pounds of blueberries to make jam. How many pounds of berries does Kristen use to make jam? All right, what are we looking for? Well, we know that we have 4 12s and 6 12s, and we want to know how many pounds, which is total, which means we're going to add here. What are you going to add? You're going to add 4 12s plus 6/12 equals, well, remember, your denominator tells you how big your pieces are. You're going to leave that alone, 12s. 4 plus 6 is 10, so your answer is 10/12. B is your best answer. All right, let's keep going and let's move on to number 14. Okay, 14 says, John bought 5/12 pounds of trail mix on a camping trip. He ate 5/12 of the trail mix. How much trail mix was left? Now, it makes me think that I'm not reading this right because it's very blurry. So let's go back and look at number 14. Let's make sure. It's not 5/12. This top number is 8/12. It's very blurry on my screen. And this bottom number is 5/12. So what is this story telling me? The story is telling me that he has a total of 5/12. And he ate. He got rid of. They're gone. 5/12 are gone. How much was left? Okay, obviously we're going to subtract. What are we going to subtract? 8 out of 12 equal pieces minus 5 out of 12 equal pieces equals 3 out of 12 equal pieces. And your answer is A right here.